G'day guys and girls, Rashiq here with another Minecraft video, more specifically Techloaded. And on the outside, not much has changed. On the inside, well, not much has changed either. Busy week, all that old jazz. So didn't have too much time to do much building. It's going to be a bit of a let's do it on the spot episode today. Going to be building a couple of things. First thing I want to do is I want to go set up a quarry. So I found a nice little area all the way over by the hillside over here. Just over these hills. Then the other thing I want to work on today is a mini diamond generator thing, which I actually found it. I was searching for something that one of you guys left a comment about how you can sort of regenerate bone meal to infinity, because when you combine a macerate and alchemical equivalent exchange condenser and that. So I was looking at that stuff and I actually found this mini sort of diamond farm on the wiki. So I want to build that and show you guys how to build it, because I found it quite interesting. And we're going to add that to the magic box. I also want to, but I still want to implement my own type of design, even if it's completely ineffective and inefficient, just because that's the whole fun of this game, you know, designing your own things and chucking them in, whether or not they're the most amazing builds or not. You know, if you enjoy making it, then that's really what it comes down to. And yes, my inventory is a mess as usual. Anyway, so I got pretty much, I set this area up here, I think I got my markers set up. I'm not sure why that's so dark. Hopefully it's all good. And I have got a quarry. Now, if you don't know how to build a quarry, oh boy, it's expensive. You need these diamond gears, some gold gears, iron gears. To make a diamond gear, you need this. To make a gold gear, you need this. To make an iron gear, you need this. To make a stone gear, you need that. To make a wooden gear, so basically, as you can see, it steps up and up and up. So it's not a complicated thing, but it's rather expensive. I've also got myself here a pump, which again is, this one's fortunately not as expensive. 1 gear, iron pick, and some iron in the middle. Now this, what I'm planning to do is I'm going to try get this automatically pumping all the water and oil from external sources. So, you know, if you remember a few episodes back, we've got the oil stored in that little basement below our house. I've got these waterproof teleport pipes, which are made like this, so they're pretty expensive as well. More diamond gears. Thank God for the magic box generating those diamonds over there. And what my plan is, I'm going to try teleport the oil from there, and I'm going to teleport the water from just like an infinite spring over here, and we're going to see how this goes. So the first thing we need to do is chuck down our quarry. That did not work. Hopefully this doesn't break it. Okay. Why did that not work? That didn't work either. Yay. Difficulties already. Maybe these aren't all aligned. Let me just check that these all line up. I run along this way, that one matches. That one matches. And this one matches, okay. Well, let me try this one. Since this is the first one that I placed down, maybe this will... No. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, I'll be back with you guys and girls in a second. Righto, silly me, I forgot that I was meant to... Whoops. Oh, F7. What did I do? Oops, accidentally turned off the sound effects or something. I completely forgot that you meant to right click the interdiction torches. So if you didn't know that, not interdiction torches, the landmarks, you have to right click them once you've got them all set up, and that will then generate the area once you put the quarry down. I don't know. Complete brain snap. I completely forgot I had to do that. Anyway, we've got the quarry set up now. This is our big box that's going to dig out for us. Now we want this to be spinning its rubbish out over to... I don't have any regular pipes. Hopefully, hope these pneumatic tubes will work. Maybe they will. Into this double chest, which I'm going to dump right up here. I think it will work. Red Power and Buildcraft, Industrial Craft, all of them seem to work quite nicely together most of the time. Now we're going to chuck down a combustion engine, which is what's going to be powering this thing. So we're just going to chuck this right at the... chuck it at the back, I guess. If I can get it. Haha. And this is where we're going to chuck our waterproof teleport pipe. No, we're not. We're going to chuck in our stone transport pipe first. Like that. And then we're going to get our teleport pipe. Now, I believe I've got the frequency set to, because we need to set it to true to receive, because we want this to be the receiver, and I believe I need to set it to 1. Yep, and there we go. We've got oil pumping in from back at my base. So this is going to fill up our combustion engine with oil, but we also need to fill it up with some water, which is what we're about to do here. So we're going to run this pipe. I don't really need to run it that far, do I? I need to build an infinite spring just here. If I can get all this rubbish out of the way. Oh no, it's getting nighttime. Better do this quick. Build ourselves an infinite spring. Like that. Gonna stick our pump right here. I can get it. There we go. Now we want to have these red power engines powering the pump. That's what I got them for. So it should start sucking. Oh no. Well, that's going to be annoying. Okay. I'm going to fix this up off camera. I'll do it. Actually, no. That's easily fixed, isn't it? Ugh. Silly me. Let's just cheat at daytime. Shh. So we can continue the video in peace. I broke the water, didn't I? Of course. Of course. I'll just go steal some water from over here. The reason I'm using an infinite spring is because otherwise the mining pump will continue to just suck water out of, say, a lake, and it will eventually be run dry, and that's not going to be nice at all. Hence the reason that I'm going to be using a pump. If I can actually set it up properly. Like that. There we go. I'm going to chuck down our 2 redstone power majiggers. Stick a redstone torch down to power them. And if we... No, we don't want that going there. No, we don't want that happening either. This is easily fixed. Used to put the tube over here instead. Like that. There we go. And hopefully that will pump water out for us. If it doesn't, then we have a problem. Looks like we have a problem. Why you no pump water? Why? You know, I've always had trouble with these machines. I don't know why, but I can never get them to work when I want them to work in a video. I'll be right back, guys and girls. Okay, guys and girls, so it looks like it was actually working fine. The problem was simply that because the engines, there was only 2 engines, and they're not super powerful redstone engines, it was just going really slow, but it was actually working the entire time. And the reason it's not going any faster is because, well, actually, it'll go a bit faster now that there's a hole here. That's problematic. Now that there's now that they're up to green, as you know, the redstone engines, as they get hotter, they go faster. So as those heat up from running, they will go faster. Now you can see here the quarry is starting to set itself up. This is actually new. It didn't used to have this little floaty thing. So it's going to build itself all the way along. It doesn't need anything to build, it builds itself. I can only hope that these pipes are going to work. So water is going to continuously be pumped from there into here to keep the combustion engine cool, otherwise it explodes. And oil is going to be pumped from our house. So, and of course this will heat up as well and it should go faster. And if I wanted to, I could chuck another engine on and make it go even faster, but for now, actually, do I have another redstone engine? No, I don't. I was just going to chuck a redstone engine on the other side, but I don't, so we're going to leave that, and we're going to head back to the house, and we're going to get working on the next project that I want to start playing around with. Okay, guys and girls, you ready to build? Now, for the sake of our sanities, I don't think that's a word, for the sake of our collective sanity, that makes more sense, I've organized my inventory. I think I've got everything I need for this. Now, the only things that are different here that you haven't seen before are these transposers, which... they're sort of like a filter except for a small one item at a time kind of deal. They're pretty straightforward to make. And this jacketed wire, which is, I'll just give you an example now. You can make it with anything that has a cover. You may have noticed me scrolling through this before. Anything that can be cut up into a cover. And they sort of like, they're wires that can be placed on their own as a block kind of thing. You don't actually have to put them onto a surface. You don't have to put them onto a wall. They're beneficial in some circumstances where, you know, you want to have a, like maybe a wire tower going up like that, but you don't want to actually put a put like, you know, a extra row of blocks to build such a thing. And one other thing I forgot, I got to build are these redstone pneumatic tubes, which are basically what they do is they're sort of the same thing as a jacketed wire actually. What they'll do is they carry a redstone current along them. I might be able to demonstrate here. So not only does it carry an item to and from a machine, but it will also carry a redstone signal to and from a machine. So we turn this on, there you can see. So it's like a redstone, it's sort of like the jacketed wire concept, except it's a tube as well. So those are the materials that we're going to be building with, I believe. Oh, that animal just got slaughtered. Was that a bear versus a lion? That seems... both predators, hunters. Where's the mutual respect? Come on. Anyway. So what I've done here is I've dug out this hole underneath the magic box. Had to go forward a few blocks just because I had stuff, you know, the pressure plate from the door, so I had to move that forward. I've gone ahead and I set this first bit up because otherwise it would have taken ages. You didn't want to watch the grass grow. Believe me, it took forever to get the grass down here. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do is I've got printed out magic paper here telling me what to do. I'm going to build with planks. You can build with whatever you want, just planks. I got so many planks from when I was experimenting with the wood farm. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build some transposers. We're going to put a transposer down the bottom here, I believe. But I think my magic paper is lying to me. Yeah, it is lying to me. We're going to put a deployer instead. If I can find it. Here we go. So I'm going to put a deployer just there, and now we need the grass to grow back. Hopefully that happens pretty soon. I just need to dig this area out because we're going to have to work. Oh, grass is growing there now. Going to have to work with this area underneath here a bit. So we want some room to maneuver. Don't know why there's so much. I should have dug this out beforehand. I didn't think about that. My bad. Anyway, it'll only take a moment. Almost done. Nearly there. And we are done. Awesome. Okay, so now we've got this area dug out underneath, which we're going to be working with. Pop back up here. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to start building a sort of wooden fence around the edge. That's what the wood's for. I could use dirt if I really wanted, but we want some sort of presentability. The wood's going to go all the way around this grass platform. Because the concept of this is it's going to grow flowers, grass and whatnot with bone meal. Flowers, you know, the long grass and that with the bone meal. And then because it'll be dark, it'll instantly destroy said flowers and extended grass. Meaning it all pops off, and that's where the transposers come in. They pick up items within a certain vicinity and they will send them down the line. I just want to put a torch here because it's getting rather dark. So now that we've got this side set up, we're gonna continue to construct this bit. I just hope that grass grows. You know what? We're just gonna, just for the sake of getting it done and not having to make you guys watch grass grow, we're gonna do a cheaty grass. Anyway, it's not like I'm cheating anything too valuable. Next thing we're gonna do is we need to have the upper side of the case built, and to do that, it basically goes around the edge like a box again, kind of deal, like this, sort of an inner ring. Yep, there we go. And just for design purposes, make it look like a little flower shape. And we need to leave 4 spots for the transposers, which are what's going to pick everything up. Now we need the transposers to have... Okay, so we want the front side downwards. I'm sorry if I'm paused, I'm just like double checking the picture. And we're just going to put them in these holes that we just made, and this means it's downwards. It's the same thing as the filter. The side that has the, if I demonstrate like that, this side, which is where this thing sort of pumps towards, is the side that it's sucking from. But now that I think about it, I think I've actually, yeah, this is the wrong way around, sorry. The little hole is always the output in these machines, so how am I going to do this? Because I didn't bring the tool with me that lets you turn them around. Oh, like that. I guess we're just going to have to put a bit more cheaty grass in. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know, cheaty grass. You gotta do what you gotta do, don't you? Because the only reason I'm doing that is I'm not sure if grass spreads when it's dark. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I don't want to risk it not growing back. How the hell did I get up the first time? Here we go. Nope, that side's blocked as well. Okay. Now we've got our transposers set up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to place our energy collector, which this is sort of our primary one. I'm going to dump it right here. Got to line it up with the center, of course, and we're going to connect it up to the transposers with red power tubes. So, like this. Boom. Perfect. And run the tubes down here. Magic paper, tell me what to do next. Now we're gonna place a filter down. I hope I left maybe I didn't leave enough room. I'm just I might just move this across one actually. Just give myself a little bit more room. Dig one down as well. Just so I have a bit more room to work with. Put it there. And let's just put the I'm gonna tidy this all up later, but this is sort of just to get the build done. Where's my filters? There we go. So we're going to place the filter with the front facing the energy condenser, like, let's see if we can get it. Awesome. So the front's facing the energy condenser, and we are going to going to connect it to the deployer. Okay, that would make sense. I had a feeling that's what I was going to do, but I just couldn't work it out. We're going to connect it, boom, straight to the deployer. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to add ourselves in another chest, which this is sort of the one where the diamonds are going to be made. Gonna just dump it in this little pocket over here for now, I think. And my plan is to have these diamonds move up into the main collection point. I think it's just there, I think. So I may have to, you know, move some things around to get it all connected up and get it all working the way we want it. So we've got our second condenser down. It's powering the the electricity is getting powered through the tubes as usual. This is the one that makes the diamonds. Now we're going to connect the transposers. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. So we want to plop that there. And we want to find, where's my jacketed wire that I had built? Now we're going to connect our jacketed wire up to this, like that, so that the power is being passed on through, like this. And we're going to put our timer, just, oops, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I, yep, there, that's what I wanted. Put our timer. Where's our timer? Here we go. That's going to get annoying. Oh, good thing like this. Okay, I can stop the timer for now. So I've got the timer set up. Next thing we want to do is build our... Actually, that's what the lever was for, isn't it? That would make sense. There we go. So now we're going to go fill our deployers up. Here's our deployer. I can't access the deployer, god damn it. Fill the deployer up with a bone meal. You don't need that much to start, you only need a few pieces, but I had that lying around, so I thought I'd chuck it in. Keep it in stock. Then we're going to take back one of those bone meal actually, because the filter needs a piece. Here you go, Mr. Filter. And then we're going to go over to the main energy condenser, which is the first one that we put down. And we're going to fill it up with crap, basically, sort of like placeholder items. Actually, I've already got some crap here. It needs to be stuff that doesn't have an EMC value, like these wood covers. That way, the machine, the condenser doesn't, you know, condense it into an item. So it's placeholder. It stops the machine from filling all the way up and wasting space or time. It sort of speeds up the entire process. That's the whole reason we're going to fill it up with all these wooden covers. You can use any material, like I said, anything that doesn't have an EMC value, because that way it won't get condensed, and that makes it the perfect non-condensable placeholder. So this is tedious, to tell you the truth. Just spam click, but because I'm slightly OCD about this, we can't have these 2 extra slabs here. Okay, so we filled it up with a whole heap of rubbish, and now we need to go grab a diamond from upstairs, because that's our target item that we want it to build. Oh, it's nighttime. 1 diamond there. And we also need to grab 1 more bone meal, because we have to have a target for the other condenser. Common sense. I know. Silly me. I always make silly mistakes. You know, that's a tough thing about recording sometimes. It puts pressure on you not to make silly mistakes. But then again, those are entertaining to watch. So we've got our diamond in there. And we should pretty much be ready to go. So if I set this down there, activate it, you can see the stuff it's spawning. Actually I might be able to open it up and show you. So you can see it's the when the bone meal gets placed, stuff grows, gets broken because it's dark. Transposers are picking it up. The transposers are slowly just moving it through the tubes. It's coming into here, absolutely just filling up with flowers. And this is why we want the wooden covers, so it doesn't fill the entire condenser up, it just goes this far. This stuff is converted to bone meal whenever it's needed. I'm not 100% sure this is actually working how it's meant to be. It doesn't look like it. I'm just thinking, you know, where is the bone meal meant to... There we go. That looks a bit better. There we go. Okay. I just had to give it a slot to get started. So now that we've got it started, it'll be good to go. It will suck out 1 bone meal per tick of that, send it through, so the machine down here never runs out of bone meal. It just keeps getting regenerated per tick, because everything's on an equal timer, everything is matched. And then of course the spare flowers and whatnot move across. I'm gonna have to watch this for a bit, but this is how it's said to be built, so hopefully it does work. I'll watch it for a bit. Now before we wrap the episode up, I want to show you guys one thing that I've been working on. Just a bit of a teaser, I guess. So we're going to go to... I don't know what all this crap is on the main screen. New world. And this is sort of what I was fiddling with by myself. Where I'm not going to show you how it works now, but it basically what it does is... High voltage powers macerated chops stuff. Yada yada yada. Sends bone meal's recycled, grows trees break. Deployer recycles saplings. Now it's not 100% efficient or perfect. It needs a lot of tweaking, but you know, it's my design, you know, it's my baby. And we're going to implement this into the world at some point, probably into this same EMC generator. But until next time, guys and girls, I think that will do us for today. So, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, rating, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Oh, lag. I will have to turn this off occasionally, it'll probably cause lag. Oh, it's causing lag already. Until next time, guys and girls, I will see you all later.